Hi everyone, today's video is going to deal with land types that you can get from InWorlds, what their limitations are, their pricing, and how you go about setting one up. So as you can see, we're on the main website here. We're going to go to World Map, View Purchase Land, open it up in a new link. The first thing you see is that you are in the center of a bunch of different regions. This one here is InWorlds Desert Island, which is the welcome center everybody logs into when they first start up. Directly south is the first type of region type that we offer, which is the mainlands. Now the mainlands run $60 a month. However, their restrictions are you have no estate rights to them. You may only terraform plus or minus 15 meters on each one. And it is only PG rating. You cannot change that rating to anything else. So no bits can be seen, no obvious sexual things going on, etc. No heavy violence for the RP purposes, etc. So this is the first area of mainland, and if we zoom out and move west, this is the second area of mainland that we have. And these also have a 30,000 prim limit, as you can see. When you purchase one or you click on one, it'll say if it's available, it'll say buy now. You can pay with PayPal or via credit card, and you'll see how that works in a little bit. The second region type that we have is what we call a private isle. These are private isles over here. This is another one. These are all different private isles. Now the difference on private isles is they are $75 a month. They allow you up to 45,000 prims depending on how many you own, although we don't enforce that strictly right now. And there is a discount system that goes in for the number of regions you own. So for example, if you own 1 to 3 private isles, each private isle is going to cost you $75 per month. If you own anything beyond 4 and more up to 7, all of your regions 1 through 7 will be charged at $70 a month. Once you hit number 8 region, all of your regions 1 through 8 will then be down charged to $65 a month. That goes up through 11 regions. Once you hit region number 12, that is your max discount, so any more regions beyond number 12 will not affect your discount rate. But at 12, all of your regions go down to the price of $60 per region. That includes anything that you bought previously. They all drop down to that price. So that's one of the big things to remember when you're purchasing private isles. The other part of private isles is that they are totally your area. We don't have any rules in place on them. You can make them mature. You can put them as adult, PG, G, whatever you want to put as your rating. The only limitations you have are what is legally allowed. That holds us to saying you can't do certain things such as sexual age play, etc., things that are listed in our TOS. The other thing that comes then once you have a private isle is scenics that you're allowed to purchase. Scenics are $20 a month, and they're only 5,000 prims. The other restriction to them is that you cannot allow others to res on your scenic. So you're the only one allowed to res on it. The other side of that is that it can only be adjacent to your private isle. It can't be moved off anywhere else. It cannot be lived on. It cannot have a nightclub or any kind of heavy use such as that put onto it. There are people who use it for demoing terrains or demoing houses that they sell or certain things, but it can't be a very heavy traffic area. So that covers the scenics. Now I'm going to show you how to actually purchase. And it just so happens that I have a region over here, and I did this for a reason to show a couple different examples of what can happen. This is InWorlds Vid Center 1. I am the owner of it. Well, my alt actually is the alt that I'm logged in on. And if you look, every region when it's purchased other than mainlands has an area around it that is protected. So as you see, because I own these regions, I can actually purchase those. But when I click here, this is different because this region is owned by somebody else. It's actually owned by my main. And because we're two different users, the regions in between us, right here, have to be approved by the other owner for me to purchase that region. You can go ahead and go through the purchase and setup. You can give it a name, an estate name. The promotion code, we don't have that available yet. and whether it's a scenic or a private, and the terrain that you want, which does not work either. And then you can say purchase. And what will happen is an email will be sent to the other owner to say, do you approve this purchase or not? If they say no, you will not be able to purchase it. It will be wiped out of our system. If they say yes, it will show up in your shopping cart, which I'll show you in just a moment, and you'll be able to continue the purchase from there once they've given approval. In this particular case, we're just going to go ahead and do a normal purchase. Here is mine, so I could say purchase and setup. And we'll give it a region name. And here you'll be asked if you already own a private aisle, you'll be asked if you want it to be made a scenic. Until you have a private aisle, you cannot purchase a scenic. They are meant to go hand in hand together. If you drop your private aisle for any reason, your scenic will be automatically removed by the system. So private aisle. And do we want to pay with credit card or PayPal? We'll say credit card. It'll pop up a confirmation page at you. Confirm the purchase, Ellie's vid test region, Ellie's test, private aisle, InWorlds alpha map, cost $75, discount is 0, setup is 0, so the total that we're going to spend today is going to be $75. Say continue. It'll bring you to this page automatically, once again showing you all the information of what you're about to purchase. Put in your credit card information right here and hit submit. That's it. That's all there is to it. So it makes life very, very easy for somebody to purchase land in our world. Once again, the only restrictions are that you can't have a scenic unless you own a private aisle, and mainlands are only PG, no estate rights, and you only have plus or minus 15 meters that you can terrain on them. When you're purchasing mainland, which I will cover as well because that's very easy as well, we'll go here, Dry Lake, buy now. You can say with PayPal or with credit card. We'll say with PayPal to show you what happens. And here you go. It'll show you your receipt. It'll put your PayPal account in there if you already have one. Put in your password and simply say log in and follow the steps from PayPal. And that pretty much covers buying land. The one thing you should know is that this is your shopping cart here, which will show you everything that you've purchased. You can also remove things. So when you do one that is adjacent to somebody else's region and they approve it, it will show up here in your shopping cart. And that's where you'll continue to do your purchase at buy now, pay by credit card or by PayPal, and just go ahead and fill out your information. We've tried to make it as easy as possible. Orders do take up to 24 hours to process, whether it's a mainland, private aisle, or a scenic. So give us up to 24 hours to make sure it gets processed and put in. If it doesn't, file a support ticket. And you can do that by support, submit ticket. And just put in your problem and we'll definitely take a look at it. I hope that helps explain the mysteries of how to buy land and what the limitations are. I hope everybody has a great day.